God is about to shock you with a miracle. And if your spirit is awake right now, you can already feel the tremor of what is coming. There are moments in life when God does not whisper, when God does not gently nudge, when God does not slowly unfold the answer. You enter a season where God makes a bold declaration over your destiny. A declaration so powerful that everything around you begins to shift. And I tell you today, with the full force of conviction, that you are standing on the edge of such a moment. God has chosen this very hour to open a door you thought was permanently shut, to elevate you in a way that makes no earthly sense, to restore something you believed had died, and to send a miracle so shocking that even your enemies will stand silent in awe. You must understand that when God prepares to shock you, He first prepares your faith. He stretches your belief beyond logic, beyond comfort, beyond what makes sense, because He wants you to see that you do not rise by human strength, human systems, or human pathways. You rise by His breath, His command, His invisible hand working in the unseen. And if your life has felt unpredictable, unstable, or unusual lately, it is because God is repositioning you for the miraculous. Miracles do not grow in comfortable soil. They grow in seasons of pressure, uncertainty, and holy tension. If you feel stretched, it is because God is expanding you. If you feel pushed, it is because God is promoting you. If you feel shaken, it is because God is shifting you into divine alignment. There comes a moment when God interrupts the natural order of your life. When everything that has been delayed suddenly moves, everything that has been denied becomes possible, everything that has been blocked opens with ease. And I tell you now, God is preparing to interrupt your life with favor. You will not expect it, you will not predict it, you will not see it coming from the direction it arrives. But when it comes, you will know without a shadow of doubt, God did this, God planned this, God ordained this. This is not coincidence, this is not chance. This is divine timing manifesting in your life like a bolt of power. Many of you have prayed for years, holding on to hope by a thin thread, wondering if God had forgotten you. But God never forgets a prayer soaked in sincerity. God never ignores a heart that cries in faith. God never overlooks a tear that falls with trust. God has been storing every one of your prayers, not in silence, but in preparation. And now the time has come when God will take what He has stored and release it, not in drops, but in waves. You are stepping into a season where things you prayed for long ago will suddenly rise from the soil of your patience. You thought these prayers expired, but God was simply waiting for the hour when their manifestation would bring Him the greatest glory. And that hour is now. The miracle God is about to send will not align with your past, it will align with your destiny. People may look at your history and say, there is no way you can rise like this, but God is not consulting your history. God is consulting His promise. God is not looking at where you have been. God is looking at where He is taking you. When God shocks someone with a miracle, He does not study their resume, their qualifications, their limitations, or their failures. God studies the obedience of their heart. And if your heart has been leaning toward God, even through struggle, even through confusion, even through pain, then you are ready to receive what God is about to release. There are moments in life when the hand of God moves so swiftly, so decisively, that even those closest to you cannot comprehend how your life transformed so rapidly. They will ask how you went from overlooked to chosen, from rejected to sought after, from broken to whole, from empty to overflowing. And you will know the answer. God stepped in. God changed the equation. God reversed what was meant to destroy you and turned it into the foundation of your elevation. God is not just preparing to bless you, He is preparing to vindicate you. Those who doubted you will witness the miracle. Those who underestimated you will witness the miracle. Those who spoke against you will witness the miracle. And those who tried to block you will witness the miracle. Because this time, God will not do it quietly. This time, God will do it in a way that reveals His power. Whenever God is about to shock someone with a miracle, He first allows situations that feel impossible. Why? Because a miracle is only recognized when it collides with impossibility. If things could improve naturally, you would not call it a miracle. If doors could open easily, you would not see the need for divine intervention. If people could help you, you would not see the necessity of God's power. So God allows the natural to fail so that the supernatural can be seen. God allows human support to collapse so that His support can carry you. God allows the path to disappear so that He can show you He is able to build a path where none exists. If your situation feels impossible right now, that is not a curse. That is your confirmation. That is the signature of God preparing to act. Do not be surprised if your life feels like it is being stripped of certain things, certain relationships, certain comforts, certain familiar patterns. God strips before He shifts. God removes before He restores. God clears before He elevates. When God is about to shock you with a miracle, He removes anything that cannot go where you are going. He disconnects you from people who would mishandle what He is giving you. He separates you from environments that cannot hold the weight of your blessing. He silences voices that would poison your faith. He dismantles structures that would limit your growth. And while this feels painful in the moment, it is preparation for glory. You may be losing something small, but you are gaining something divine. There is a stirring happening in the spiritual realm right now on your behalf. God is turning hearts in your direction. God is aligning opportunities that have your name on them. God is orchestrating conversations that you are not present for. God is putting your name in the mouths of those who can elevate you. God is preparing resources, connections, relationships, breakthroughs, and openings that will appear to you at the exact moment you need them. And when these things arrive, they will not require negotiation, striving, or stress. They will fit you perfectly as if they were designed exclusively for your destiny, because they were. Understand that the miracle God is bringing will not simply change your circumstances, it will change your identity. You will no longer see yourself through the lens of disappointment, delay, or defeat. You will no longer view yourself as someone who struggles to survive. You will no longer carry the labels others placed on you. The miracle will remove the residue of your past. The miracle will cleanse the narrative of your life. The miracle will rewrite the story that you and others believed about you. Because when God decides to shock someone with a miracle, He does not merely adjust their life, He recreates their life. Your miracle is already formed in the spiritual dimension. It is simply awaiting divine timing to manifest in the physical. And timing is everything with God. God will not send the miracle too early because premature blessings become burdens. God will not send it too late because delayed breakthroughs can discourage the heart. God knows the precise hour when your spirit is ready, when your environment is positioned, and when your faith has matured enough to hold the weight of what He is giving. And when that hour arrives, the miracle will come so quickly, so forcefully, that you will realize God was not withholding. God was perfecting. Do not judge your future by how long you have waited. God does more in one moment of divine intervention than a lifetime of human effort. God can restore what you lost faster than people took it from you. God can elevate you beyond what others denied you. God can heal you quicker than the pain that wounded you. God can bless you so intensely that you forget the years of delay. And God can open a door so wide that no hand on earth can close it. When the miracle comes, it will outrun your history. It will overshadow your struggle. It will silence your doubts. And it will amaze you. God is about to shock you with a miracle that will confirm what your spirit has been sensing all along, that you were never forgotten, never abandoned, never overlooked. Every silent chapter, every lonely season, every painful night, every unanswered prayer was part of the divine construction of your destiny. God was shaping you, refining you, strengthening you, and preparing you for a moment too great to be delivered prematurely. And now the preparation is ending. The manifestation is beginning. The season of survival is closing. The season of supernatural breakthrough is opening. Your miracle is not coming from where you expect. God loves to surprise His children. God loves to bypass the predictable. God loves to work through unlikely channels so that only His power can be credited. You are expecting help from one direction, but God is sending it from another. You are expecting breakthrough in one area, but God is preparing it in another. You are expecting progress in one plan, but God is designing something far greater, far deeper, far more extraordinary than what you ask. God answers prayers, but He also exceeds them. Some of you have been walking through a valley so deep that you began to question whether God was still guiding you. But the valley is not a sign of abandonment. It is a sign of elevation. Valleys appear on the path to mountaintops. And if your life has felt dark, it is because God is about to reveal light so bright that every shadow must flee. If you have felt isolated, it is because God is removing noise so you can hear His direction. If you have felt weary, it is because God is preparing to renew you with strength that does not run out. You are close, much closer than you think, to the moment where everything shifts. You are close to the moment where the burden lifts, where the opportunity opens, where the healing flows, where the answer appears, where the blessing manifests. The pressure you feel right now is the pressure of transition. The discomfort you feel is the discomfort of spiritual birth. The stretching you feel is the stretching of capacity. And the resistance you feel is the resistance that always appears right before breakthrough. God is about to shock you with a miracle that will cause you to gasp, to pause, to fall to your knees in awe. This miracle will not be subtle. It will be undeniable. It will be unexplainable. It will be unstoppable. It will be unmistakably divine. And it will be the kind of miracle that does not merely change your life, it changes generations. Because when God moves like this, the impact does not end with you. It flows into those connected to you, those watching you, those learning from you, and those who will come after you. Your faith has been tested, but it has not been wasted. Your patience has been stretched, but it has not been ignored. Your tears have fallen, but they have not been unseen. God has gathered every tear, every prayer, every moment of perseverance, and now God is ready to respond. Not with a small blessing, but with a miracle that carries the weight of His glory. I want you to open your heart now, because God moves where faith makes room. Do not let doubt steal this moment. Do not let fear cloud this season. Do not let past disappointments convince you that your miracle is impossible. God specializes in the impossible. God delights in the supernatural. God reveals His power where human ability fails. And if you've reached the end of your strength, that is the perfect place for God to begin. Your story is about to shift so dramatically that even you will struggle to comprehend how quickly God moved. But that is what happens when God decides to shock someone with a miracle. The natural timeline collapses, the spiritual timeline accelerates, and the manifestation arrives with force. When God prepares to shock you with a miracle, He does not simply adjust the circumstances around you. He adjusts the structure of your spirit so you can carry what He is delivering. Many people pray for miracles without realizing that miracles are heavy. They demand spiritual maturity, inner stability, emotional readiness, and the strength to maintain what God places in your hands. This is why God sometimes allows certain seasons to linger longer than you desire. It is not punishment, it is preparation. Just as a vessel must be reinforced before it can hold greater capacity, your spirit must be strengthened before it can hold greater blessing. And if you feel God has stretched you, pressed you, or purified you, it is because He is enlarging you, so the miracle does not overwhelm you, but elevates you. You are entering a divine transformation, one that does not begin externally, but internally. God shifts your inner atmosphere before He shifts your outer world. That is why your thoughts have been changing. Your desires have been shifting. Your priorities have been rearranging. God is removing distractions, maturing your discernment, sharpening your wisdom, and heightening your spiritual sensitivity. When God is about to shock you with a miracle, He increases the clarity of your spirit so that when the blessing comes, you recognize it immediately. What used to confuse you now becomes simple. What used to intimidate you now becomes manageable. What used to steal your joy now loses power over you. This inner recalibration is a divine signal. Something supernatural is forming, and God wants your spirit fully awake to receive it. The miracle coming your way carries a specific purpose. It is not random, not accidental, not a general blessing. It is crafted by God to push you into the next dimension of your assignment. God does not give miracles without intention. When God opens a door, it is because He wants you to walk through it. When God sends restoration, it is because He wants you to rise stronger. When God releases abundance, it is because He wants you to influence more lives. Every miracle God sends is connected to a greater mission, and the miracle that is approaching your life is designed to pull you out of limitation and into divine impact. You were not created to simply survive life. You were created to shift atmospheres, to touch hearts, to change environments, and to carry a light that cannot be hidden. This miracle is your activation point. There is a reason your battles have intensified. The enemy does not fight what is empty. The enemy fights what is pregnant with purpose. The pressure you've been feeling is proof of potential. The spiritual resistance around you is proof that something powerful is coming. When God is about to move mightily in your life, interference increases. Not because you are weak, but because you are dangerous. Your next season holds so much transformation, so much elevation, so much divine covering, that the forces of darkness have tried to cloud your clarity, drain your strength, and wear down your endurance. But they have failed. Why? Because God has sustained you. Even when you felt weary, God kept you. Even when you felt broken, God held you. Even when doubt whispered in the night, God preserved your faith. This preservation is the evidence that the miracle is not just coming, it is close. As God prepares to shock you with what He has planned, He will also expose what cannot travel with you into the next level. This exposure is not to wound you, but to protect you. God reveals false intentions so they do not sabotage your blessing. God exposes hidden envy so it does not pollute your peace. God removes unstable connections so they do not derail your destiny. Every time God brings you higher, He purifies your circle. You may not understand why some people walked away, why certain relationships dissolved, why some opportunities ended abruptly, but God does. God sees the motives you cannot see. God hears conversations you are not present for. God knows hearts long before they reveal themselves. And because the miracle coming your way is too sacred, too large, too powerful, God is clearing the environment so nothing corrupts what He is giving you. The miracle God is preparing will not only elevate you, it will awaken parts of you that have been dormant. Gifts you forgot you carried will rise again. Strength you thought you lost will return with force. Wisdom that you never knew you possessed will activate. When God sends a miracle, it does not just change your circumstances. It unlocks the hidden potential He placed inside you long ago. There are abilities in you that only pressure can reveal. There is greatness in you. that only trials can awaken. There is resilience in you that only adversity can bring forth. You are about to discover abilities that were buried under years of struggle, confidence that was buried under disappointment, and clarity that was buried under confusion. When God shocks you with a miracle, He resurrects the parts of you that life tried to silence. Your relationship with God will deepen through this miracle. You will begin to understand God's timing, God's strategies, and God's methods in ways you never did before. The fog of uncertainty will lift, and you will see how every step, both painful and joyful, was leading you to this moment. Your questions will begin to make sense. The delays will reveal their purpose. The closed doors will show their protection. The unanswered prayers will reveal their divine reasoning. God wastes nothing, not your tears, not your pain, not your confusion, not your waiting. Everything you endured has been woven by God into a pathway that leads to this miracle. You must be prepared for God to move quickly. The miracle that is coming will not unfold slowly. It will come with acceleration. What you thought would take years will happen in months. What you thought would take months will happen in days. What you thought was permanently blocked will suddenly open with ease. This is the nature of divine intervention. It collapses timelines. It overrides logic. It bypasses opposition. When God releases a miracle, He does not negotiate with circumstances. He commands them, and everything in the natural realm becomes subject to His decree. There will be signs, subtle yet unmistakable, before the miracle fully manifests. You will notice doors opening that require no effort. You will notice peace settling in your heart where anxiety once lived. You will notice clarity replacing confusion. You will notice situations aligning without your involvement. These are the footprints of God moving in your life. God always walks ahead of His miracle. And if you pay close attention, you will see the divine patterns forming. God never sends a miracle into chaos. He creates order first. God never sends promotion into instability. He builds structure first. God never releases abundance into an unprepared heart. He strengthens faith first. These shifts are your confirmation that the supernatural is nearing your life. Prepare yourself to let go of the version of you that existed before the miracle. That version was necessary for the battles you fought, but it is not sufficient for the destiny you are stepping into. God is calling you into a higher identity, a stronger identity, a clearer identity, a spiritually anchored identity. The miracle will usher you into the person God intended you to become before life bruised you, before circumstances discouraged you, before people misjudged you. God is restoring not only what you lost externally, but who you lost internally. This is divine restoration on a deeper level than anything you have experienced before. There will be moments when God instructs you to take bold steps that do not make sense. When the miracle is near, God often requires unusual obedience, not because He wants to test you unnecessarily, but because the path to divine manifestation is paved with faith that refuses to bow to fear. When God nudges your spirit, follow without hesitation. When God gives you a prompting, act without delay. When God stirs your heart, trust that He is leading you towards something beyond your comprehension. The miraculous is not accessed through logic, it is accessed through surrender. You cannot reason your way into a miracle, but you can obey your way into one. As the miracle approaches, God will silence the inner storms that have tormented your mind. The doubts, the fears, the insecurities, the mental battles, they will begin to lose power. You will not fight them the way you used to. Your spirit will grow stronger than your anxiety. Your faith will grow louder than your fear. Your trust will override your uncertainty. This inner victory is the precursor to outer breakthrough. When God is about to shock you with a miracle, He brings peace before He brings manifestation. Peace is the soil in which miracles grow. There will also be an unusual divine favor surrounding you. People will begin to show kindness unexpectedly. Opportunities will begin to recognize you. Paths will begin to clear supernaturally. Even those who once doubted you will feel compelled to support you. This is not coincidence. This is God bending situations, hearts, and systems in your favor. When God chooses to bless someone, no human hand can block it. When God chooses to elevate someone, no limitation can restrict it. Favor is the whisper of the miracle before its full roar. You must also be prepared for the miracle to change the pace of your life. Divine blessings carry momentum. When God opens one door, it leads to another. When God shifts one thing, it transforms many. When God releases one blessing, it multiplies into others. You will experience a cascading effect. One breakthrough sparking another, one answered prayer igniting the next, one opportunity unlocking a chain of elevation. This is the nature of divine orchestration. God never works in isolation. Every miracle carries layers. Be vigilant in this season, not anxious, but attentive. God will speak in ways you did not expect. God will guide you in ways that feel unusual. God will move in ways that defy pattern and tradition. You must be spiritually alert, because when God prepares to shock you with a miracle, the environment around you becomes spiritually charged. Pay attention to dreams. Pay attention to inner nudges. Pay attention to divine interruptions. Pay attention to unexpected alignment. These are not random. These are signs that heaven is entering your timeline. Most importantly, guard your faith. Protect it fiercely. Faith is the bridge between the unseen and the seen. Faith is the anchor that keeps you steady during spiritual turbulence. Faith is the shield that deflects doubt, fear, and negativity. When God is about to manifest something extraordinary, you must not let anyone, no voice, no opinion, no circumstance, talk you out of believing. Faith is not always loud. Sometimes it is a quiet, steady confidence that refuses to bow. Hold that confidence, cling to it. Let it become your daily breath, because the miracle is not distant. It is approaching with divine certainty. God has spoken over your life. God has orchestrated the details. God has positioned the right people. God has shaped the environment. God has prepared the moment. And soon, very soon, the manifestation will unfold with such clarity, such force, such supernatural brilliance that your spirit will know, this is the moment God prepared me for. This is the moment heaven touches earth in my life. This is the moment the delay breaks, the battle ends, the promise rises, and the miracle becomes reality. When God is preparing to shock you with a miracle, He does not simply change what is around you. He transforms what is within you. And one of the greatest transformations happens in the realm of expectation. God begins to elevate your inner expectation to match the magnitude of what He is about to release. You will notice that your spirit starts rejecting small thinking, weak assumptions, and limiting beliefs. You can no longer tolerate mediocrity. You can no longer settle for less than what God has whispered into your heart. This is divine preparation. God stretches your expectations so that when the miracle appears, your spirit can recognize it and receive it without hesitation. As God prepares you, He begins to place divine discomfort in areas where you once felt comfortable. This discomfort is not punishment. It is the signal that you have outgrown that place. When God is ready to transition you, He allows a holy dissatisfaction to rise within you. Suddenly, the things that once felt enough no longer satisfy your soul. The environments that once felt fitting now feel too small. The conversations that once entertained you now feel shallow. This is God's way of pulling you forward, of urging your spirit to rise higher, of reminding you that you were not created to remain where you are. You were designed for elevation, and that miracle you are about to receive is a part of that elevation. Your anticipation becomes a spiritual magnet. When you expect God to move, your faith aligns with heaven's timing, and you begin to perceive the supernatural in ordinary moments. A person you meet by accident, an opportunity that appears out of nowhere, a shift in your thoughts you didn't plan. These become signs that God is setting up something too divine to be explained logically. God does not operate through randomness. He operates through patterns. And once your eyes open to those patterns, you begin to realize that the miracle is not coming. It is already unfolding. One of the greatest signs that your miracle is approaching is the divine urgency that enters your spirit. You feel a pull to pray deeper, a pull to reflect more, a pull to disconnect from noise and reconnect to God. This pull is not your imagination. It is a call of destiny. God draws you closer before He reveals His next move. And the closer you get to God, the clearer your path becomes. Confusion dissolves, chaos weakens, fear loses its grip, because proximity to God stabilizes the soul and strengthens the spirit. And when your spirit is strengthened, your miracle has a foundation to rest upon. There will also come a moment when God isolates you, not to punish you, but to protect what He is forming in you. Isolation is the chamber where God grows spiritual strength. When God is about to release something major, He often quiets the voices around you so that you hear Him more clearly than ever before. In the silence, God sharpens your perception. In the solitude, God deepens your resilience. In the separation, God reveals what you could not see when your life was filled with distractions. Many people misunderstand this season, thinking they are abandoned or overlooked. But when God pulls you away from the crowd, it is because He is about to unveil something within you that the world has not seen yet. God's miracle often arrives wrapped in a challenge. Not because God wants you to struggle, but because He wants to reveal the strength He has placed inside you. Battles are not signs that God has forgotten you. They are signs that God trusts you with greater destiny. If your situation has intensified, it is not because you are losing, it is because the breakthrough is near. The darkest moments often precede the brightest manifestations. The greatest pressure often precedes divine release. When everything seems to tighten around you, it is because God is pushing something new through your life. And when God pushes, nothing can stop the manifestation. No force, no individual, no circumstance can halt what God has decreed. When God commands a miracle into your path, the natural realm must adjust itself. The spiritual realm must align itself. The atmosphere around you must yield to the authority of God's word over your life. That is why certain obstacles crumble without explanation. That is why certain doors swing open without effort. That is why certain opportunities bypass others to find you. God's decree overrides every barrier. As God brings you closer to the miracle, He will awaken your courage. You will find yourself taking steps you never imagined taking. You will speak with boldness you did not know you possessed. You will move with certainty that feels supernatural. This is not arrogance. This is divine empowerment. God strengthens your spirit so that when the miracle comes, it does not intimidate you but uplifts you. You will rise into the version of yourself that matches the magnitude of what God is releasing. Your journey has not been random. Every tear, every disappointment, every closed door, every hidden battle has shaped you for this moment. You have been refined, stretched, humbled, and awakened. You have been sculpted by God through seasons you didn't understand. But the miracle that is coming will justify the process. It will reveal why you could not give up. It will reveal why certain things had to end. It will reveal why certain people could not stay. It will reveal why God made you wait. The timing will make sense. The process will make sense. And the pain will make sense when the miracle arrives. And when God finally reveals what He has prepared for you, it will not be small. It will not be ordinary. It will not be predictable. It will carry the unmistakable signature of God. It will silence doubts. It will cancel fear. It will break limitations. It will change the atmosphere of your entire life. Because when God chooses to shock you with a miracle, He does not give you fragments. He gives you fullness. He does not give you leftovers. He gives you abundance. He does not give you survival. He gives you transformation. Every part of your being will recognize this miracle as divine. Your spirit will feel it. Your mind will understand it. Your heart will absorb it. Your environment will reflect it. Doors will align with it. Opportunities will respond to it. People will witness it. And once it manifests, you will know beyond any doubt that God has moved on your behalf. And when God begins to shift your life, you will notice that He does not ask for permission to elevate you. He simply moves. God does not wait for people to agree with His plan for you, because His will is not a negotiation. His will is an announcement. When God has decided that it is your time, every force that once resisted you becomes powerless. Every voice that once doubted you becomes irrelevant. Every barrier that once hindered you becomes fuel for your rise. This is why you must never measure your future by what you see today. Measure it by what God has spoken into your spirit. For when God speaks, reality obeys. There will come a moment when God separates you from everything that once made you comfortable. It will feel like loss, but it is preparation. It will look like isolation, but it is divine positioning. God removes you from what is familiar because He is leading you toward what is promised. And sometimes God will silence the noise around you just so you can hear the echo of your own destiny calling your name. Do not fight the separation. Do not resist the stillness. God is not taking something from you. He is clearing space for something greater. The people who once overlooked you will be forced to watch God honor you. The doors that rejected you will eventually open because God Himself will touch the handle. The path that seemed impossible will straighten because God will smooth out the places where human effort could not. When God moves, nothing can stay the same. When God commands, nothing can resist. When God blesses, nothing can block. This is why He tells you not to fear, because His presence is the guarantee that your story will not end where your struggle began. And hear this clearly, when God sets you apart, it is not always to protect you from others. Sometimes it is to protect your spirit from becoming like them. God pulls you away because your character is too precious. Your purpose is too rare, and your destiny is too costly to be contaminated by the wrong company. Do not mourn the relationships that fade. When God is elevating you, some people are not meant to walk into the terrain of your next chapter. God detaches you so He can expand you. There will also come a season when God makes your silence louder than your words. People will underestimate you because you stopped explaining yourself. They will misread you because you stopped responding. But what they do not understand is that your silence is not weakness, it is alignment. It is the posture of someone who has surrendered their battles to God. When you stop fighting with people, it is because you've learned to fight your war in prayer. When you stop needing validation, it is because you become anchored in your identity. When you stop defending your worth, it is because God has become your witness. And soon, God will reveal why the wait was necessary. He will show you why the path was slow, why the battle was long, why the tears were many, and why the nights felt endless. God never delays without purpose. God never stretches you without intention. God never tests you without preparing a reward that exceeds the pain of the process. What God gives after a long season of endurance is always bigger than what you imagine, always sweeter than what you thought possible, and always worth every sacrifice you made along the way. So stand firm. Do not let your spirit tremble. You are not forgotten. God is arranging your future with precision. You are not overlooked. God is preparing a blessing that has your name carved into it. You are not abandoned. God is closer to you now than He has ever been before. And when the time comes, when the appointed moment arrives, when God releases what He has been preparing, nothing will be able to stop the transformation that floods your life. Because when God decides to lift you, He lifts you beyond the reach of envy, beyond the grasp of negativity, beyond the influence of doubt, and beyond the shadow of your past. He lifts you into a dimension of life where His favor becomes your shield and His wisdom becomes your direction. And in that place, your true place, you will finally understand that every delay was protection, every hardship was training, and every silent season was shaping you for a destiny too powerful to enter unprepared.